I better watch her back as she heads down there, Sniper said. Heavy was mowing down wave after wave of demon dogs. It's good time to run, cowards! Heavy roared as Sasha fired bullet after bullet into the body parts of demon dogs. Doctor! Is charge nearly ready yet? Heavy said. 9! But it's almost there. It's at 80%, Medic replied. Very well, Heavy replied. The man came up to them, blowing up some demon dogs on his way. I think we're starting to push them back, but the last ones seem to be a wee bit stronger than the ones before. Applejack came out. Engineer wants to know how many of them are left. We've been hit hard, but we've returned just as hard. Applejack said. Tell them that these last ones are harder to kill than the others. Medic said. Alrighty. Just then, a demon dog jumped at Applejack, but she jumped just in time to kick it in the face with her back. Good shot, Orange Pony, Heavy said. Thank you, Applejack replied, as she went off to tell Engineer what Medic said. Suddenly, Sniper radioed in. These wankers are going down easy. Aren't going down easy. I'm going to get the Machina to add more firepower. Sniper said on the radio. Okay, we'll do our best. We'll do our best while you're not available. Demoman replied. Princess Celestia and Princess Luna, along with the others, came up to Heavy Medic and Demoman. We need to work. We're going to have to work together to defeat these last ones. Princess Celestia. Yeah, let's go! Soldier commanded. Everyone went to the final 4 demon dogs. They had gotten into the square to defeat themselves. They had gotten into a square to defend themselves, and were all doing well against the Royal Guard that showed up a few minutes ago. When the others got there, Spy aimed his ambassador and fired 2 shots into one of the demon dogs. It seemed to do damage, but it didn't kill it. The others joined in as well in the fight. One of the leader demon dogs jumped out and lashed at Applejack, but Engineer shot it with the frontier justice and got a lucky critical hit out of it. Thanks, Applejack. No problem, Engineer said. Scout hit one of the wolves in the face with a force of nature, dealing some damage to it. The Rainbow Dash kicked it in the face for combined effort as Soldier did the rest to destroy it. There's a dinger for you, Scout said. Haha, yeah, Rainbow Dash exclaimed. The third wolf was took down by a combination effort of Celestia, Luna, and the guards. The last one, however, was stronger in strength and mind. Ugh, I can't use my powers against it, Luna said, shocked. Neither can I, Celestia said. This one has more dark magic than any other of the others, said Ambush, one of the guards. Heavy stared at the dog. Doctor, now is time! Heavy bellowed. Ch.4, activating the charge! Medic yelled as he flipped the switch. Heavy felt the much welcomed energy flow through his veins as he let out one of the Russians' most known and feared yells. Yoda! None of the ponies believed what had happened to Medic and Heavy. They were both glowing reflective legs, their eyes glowing yellow. What's happened to them? Asked Engineer. Well, you see, our medic has this device surgically planted into us that allows us to be what he calls ubercharged. When one of us is ubercharged, we become invincible and invulnerable. Amazing, Luna said as they watched the ubercharged Heavy and Medic pour all of their ammo into the final demon dog. The dog tried to fight, but he couldn't do anything against the Medic/Heavy team. The demon dog let out a final roar before it shattered into hundreds of dark pieces. Everything was silent for a moment. Then everyone stared. But then every pony started to cheer. They had won. We did it! Twilight said. Everyone cheered each other and riled, but Spy wasn't looking around. What's wrong? Twilight asked him. We won. Spy looked at her. I know, madam. But I do not see Sniper. Everyone stopped for a second and looked around for Sniper. Then they heard Engineer. Sniper, is that you? Engineer asked as he answered by coughing. He was answered by coughing. There's in here. I need help. Let's have a go at you, bloody piker. Everyone had gathered around Engineer's radio. Engineer, code back, demon, in Twilight's house. Need help as soon as possible. Holy God! The ponies and the red team jumped at the sound of Sniper's blood-curdling scream of pain, and they ran. And they heard the wolf howl. The radio went to nothing but static. Oh my God! We gotta get to Twilight's house now! Scout said as he, Rambo, and the others ran as fast as they could to Twilight's house. Fluttershy, go get Nurse Redheart, Celestia told her. Be brave, my little pony. I have faith in you. Fluttershy nodded as she flew as fast as she could to get Nurse Redheart. Twilight's house. 3 minutes later, when everyone arrived, it looked like a bomb. When everyone arrived at Twilight's house, it looked like a bomb had hit. There were broken windows, the door was shattered, and one of Twilight's decks had fallen off. Sweet Celestia, Twilight said with tears in her eyes. She ran to find everyone followed her, but they were cautious once they had entered the home. Parts of the inside were wrenched, and they followed a blood trail upstairs. And they saw a sickening sight. There were numerous dead bodies of demon dogs along with blood all over the floor and walls. Mary, Mother of God, Engineer said as she saw the sight. Applejack couldn't hold it back. Now she threw up after seeing all the blood. Where's Sniper? Twilight asked frantically. Spy walked over to a certain area. This way, he said. I've seen Sniper's blood enough to know where that. This is his, Spy said as he followed the trail. Everyone followed Spy until they got to an obvious deck where there had been one of Twilight's still. There! Rambodash said, pointing a hoof at the corner of the wall. Sure enough, there was Sniper. When they got a good look at, he was in terrible conditions. His clothes were torn. He had scratches all over his legs and arms, and he had a single claw mark on his face. It was going over his right eye. Medic checked his eyes first. Both his eyes seemed to be able, even though his face was clawed. Both his eyes seemed to be all right, even though his face was clawed. He still has a pulse. Medic said as he got out of an old-fashioned first aid kit. Why not use your medigun, Luna? The only setback with my medigun is that it only works for so long. Normally when I respawn, the time will reset, but I used all the time during the battle. I have to let it reset, Medic said as he worked on Sniper's wounds. Nurse Redheart just came into the room. Princess, I heard you needed my assistance. Oh my! She said as she saw Sniper's wounds.